What's going on, guys? Gabriel with Basic Car Guys here, and today I'm gonna be testing out a couple of soaps. Now I'm not gonna be testing for myself really. I'm just gonna show a comparison of the two. Now, as a detailer who does this full time, as far as like detailing cars for full time, what really stands out for me is value for dollar. Now I'm a huge believer, whether I was detailing or not, in value over dollar. So yeah, so anything that has great value, I typically like to share and talk about it. And you know, today I wanted to compare two soaps. Now, here are the two soaps that I'll be comparing. So I have the Optimum Car Wash, which is one of my favorites. It's actually been, yeah, it's actually one of my favorites. I'll say one. I really like the Chemical Guys Citrus Wash and Gloss a lot as well. What we also have here is the Chemical Guys Watermelon Snow Foam Auto Wash. So this is actually the same as the Honeydew, just a different scent. This is like a special edition or whatever. I like watermelon. I wanted to try this out, so decided to pick this up. And the way I'm going to do these comparisons, of course, is through my pressure washer. So I do have a I forgot what this one was. Oh, a Simpson. I think it's 3400 psi that I got from Lowe's a while back. So 3400 psi, more than enough to do the job, obviously. It's a gas pressure washer, Kohler engine, blah blah blah. It's pretty standard. Love this pressure washer. So I'll be doing the comparison with that pressure washer and also two eBay foam guns. I wanted to make the comparison fair, of course. Didn't want to be biased or anything like that, so got two of these and we're gonna test them out. Now, normally I would do the test on my MTM PF22, which I really love, and if you can see, it's shorter. It's got a different top and setup or whatever, but the bottle is shorter. But I didn't want to mix two soaps, and I wanted a backup foam gun just in case. So I just picked up two generic eBay ones, which seem to work pretty well from what I see. Now, generally the way that I fill up on the PF22 is let's see if it'll focus. Okay, so I don't know, you can't really see that well, but where my thumb is, there we go. So there's some lines there and it shoots up to the 250 mil. Now, generally what I do is I fill with water to the bottom edge, which is 50 milliliters, and then I fill up to this line, to this little ridge or whatever, and that's usually how I get my my water mix. So I'm gonna do something really similar. Now that looks to be about 350 mils worth of water and soap together. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna go up to 250 mils only. So I'm gonna put 50 mils of water, and these do have little lines as well. You can't really see them because they're blended, but you can kind of make it out. Sorry, it's not really focusing. There we go. So you can see right there, it's 500 mils. So this is like what, every half is 250, and half of that is 175. So I'm gonna do 250 mils worth of water and soap together. All right, so to make this comparison fair, I marked kind of where 50 milliliters is. So it's about right there where the black marks are at. So the way I determined that was I filled this up with the up to the 50 mil mark, and then I just dropped it in there. So yeah, half of this is 50 mil, then this is 100, 200, 300. So about like here, 350, 250. I'm gonna try to fill it up with water. No, I'm just gonna go up to the 300 mark. Fuck it. So we're gonna go up to the 300 milliliter mark with 50 milliliters worth of product. So yeah, 50 milliliters is like 1.6 or 1.69 or something like that ounces. So just a little under 2, but it should be efficient enough to clean the car. So I'm gonna fill one up with watermelon, and then I'm gonna fill up the other one with Optimum. So yeah, let's go to that now. So now that they're added water and they're to the about the 250 mil mark, I'm just gonna stir it up. So it's funny because like one's red, one's blue, so it's like a good comparison. I don't know, I think it's funny. So yeah, I'm just stirring them up so that way we can get anything that was stuck at the bottom. All right, so yeah, they're very, very close, very similar. Now I will say I love the way the Optimum smells. I love the way this one smells, the watermelon snow foam, of course. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach the little heads, and then I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a shotgun so I can film better. So I have the shotgun over there somewhere, so I'm gonna go to the short handle gun, and then we'll do the test. All right, so I got the Optimum in the foam cannon, so I'm gonna see if I've never used this foam cannon, so I don't know how it's gonna squirt out or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera down, and then I'm gonna, I guess, go at it. So I did a couple passes and it's coming on pretty thick. It's really hot outside and the car was like super dirty. I should have showed before, but it's coming on pretty thick. I'm gonna let it set for a bit and then see where it's at. But did like 2 or 3 passes. It's coming down pretty good though. The settings, I guess, were like kind of barely open tip and then fully open, I guess, like as far as like the soap draw. So it's like to the maximum that you can do it, but it came on pretty good. It's staying on the car pretty good. Like if you see, I'm gonna put this down, I guess. Well, can't, but it's coming down like streaming pretty well. It's not drying up fast, so it's pretty good. I really like this soap. And then we'll go over cost later and see how much it costs per ounce to use it. But we're gonna go on to the watermelon one after I show you guys the next clip. All right, so with the Optimum, I like the way it streams. It does pull off quite a bit. It does provide extra, like really good lubrication, and like the way that it dries. Like usually you're not supposed to let soap dry, but because it's pH neutral balanced or whatever, it doesn't dry up bad. Like you can still wash it off and it's like the soap is still there. So that's why I really like this soap. Now we're gonna test it out with the watermelon one, with the snow foam from Chemical Guys, and see. So this is what the car looked like on both sides. Obviously, like there's almost no reflection because it's so dirty. But I'm gonna show here. Now I did less passes with the Chemical Guys, but it foamed up a lot thicker. But if you see, it's coming off way faster, but it's not really like streaming like the Optimum one did. It's just kind of falling off a lot faster. But it's coming off thicker for sure. See, like here it's a little watery, but like you can kind of see the dirt that it pulled down from there. And then this one, it's just kind of, it just kind of foamed up just to show that it foamed up. So we're gonna come back when it dries a little bit more and show you. I can kind of show you already here that it's drying up soap, but not as good as the Optimum. So we'll come back and we'll show you. All right, so you can tell like on here, the soap has dried up on the Optimum side, the streaks or whatever. Obviously you don't always want your car to streak up, like get the soap dried up or whatever, but at the same time, if you're going to be working out in the sun, in direct sunlight and stuff like that, there's no avoiding it, to be honest. So there's not much you can do there. But to my point, the good thing about the Optimum though is you can wash it off like this and it'll still come off like regular soap. Like it'll reactivate is what I find for myself usually. As for this side, if you see here, there's still dirt on the car. There's still dirt and stuff like that built up. I usually find that this is the type of soap that you don't want to dry up because it just not as efficient. It foamed up a lot better. Like you can tell, it came out with a lot more suds and it looked like it worked better. But if I would have elapsed the time versus the Optimum drying versus this drying, this dried up way faster. This dried up way faster. It like fell off faster, dried off faster. So if you're looking for something to clean, I would recommend the Optimum. That's why I choose it all the time. If you're looking for something to like look good, maybe take pictures on Instagram or Snapchat and showcase like some talent or whatever, I would use the Watermelon just to give that factor like, oh, okay, like I can foam, you know what I mean? So just little tips and tricks or whatever, not tips and tricks, but a comparison between the two. If you want to save some money, go ahead and use the Optimum. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and throw down what you think is other soaps that I can try to compare between the Optimum. If we're playing King of the Hill, I'd say that the Optimum won this round for sure. So we'll see you on the next one.